during the Atlanta Hawks Los Angeles Lakers game where LeBron James kind of got into it, not with a Hawk, but with a Hawks fan. 2 Hawks fans. He got into it with a married couple, courtside. And so, Mark, from what we had saw, like I'm assuming a lot of people had caught up with the story. We're gonna break it down even piece to piece, but like I just want to get your first opinion on it. What did you think about courtside Karen talking to LeBron last night?
Well, I really enjoy when entitled brats such as that. Can I say bitch on the air?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that entitled bitch. I mean, she did say she was 25, so I'm sorry if that offended anybody, especially that bitch. I'm kidding, but yeah, it was quite hilarious because supposedly the story was that her husband gave a little lip to LeBron. LeBron said something back, and then he chimed in back, and then as LeBron's walking away, she decides to stand up and, hey, you can't talk to my husband that way. And LeBron's like, husband? I thought that was your dad, because she looked like she was 25.
Yeah, she did. And here's the thing. Knowing how well Twitter is with doxing, they found out both people's accounts on Instagram,
which was hilarious.
And one of the accounts goes all the way back because if you want to follow the guy, his name is Daddy Carlos 006.
What? 006?
006.
Because 007 was taken.
Daddy Carlos 006. And he puts in this caption when LeBron was playing with the Cavs, right? This is the picture. You guys all see it?
Okay.
And so he's right there courtside again. And his caption, he goes, "Can you tell I don't like this guy? NY Hawks took it to the team." And I'm like, NY Hawks? So, like, he's been a Hawks fan that long? Is that how old he is?
I don't know. It's one of those. I mean, I get it. Like, when if you want to like hate a player, I used to, jokingly I used to say I hate LeBron. I mean, I kind of did, but this is before he became a Laker. But I mean, like with this kind of like fandom, like this weirdness, it's like I don't know. The fact that he kind of went out of his way to personally insult LeBron, like you just kind of like you play. It's like hanging out at a bar. You talk some mess and and you play around. But when you're in person, like would you really like tell a professional athlete like what you really think about them? Like,
if I hated them.
Yeah, if you hated them.
But at the same time, I wouldn't expect them, and this is maybe probably because of the fans' entitlement.
That's what
being protected so well, because like I have been at a game where like I will like go like, "Oh, screw you," and blah blah blah, and like hope from like the deepest part of my heart that they heard me.
Of course,
and they could hear my pain, or they could hear my like enjoyment that the team is losing.
Oh yeah, I'm like when Dwight was on every other team. Really, once he left the Lakers the first time, I remember we just boo. I purposely brought my jersey, like my old Laker jersey, so I could throw it on the court, but I didn't want to get kicked out. So I was like, you know what? I just know better. Common sense kicked in. Like in this case scenario, it just seems like some entitled brats and a sugar daddy, I guess, thought they were immortal until they were asked to leave the premises, which is great because.
Well, from what I understand, she was the one that had to leave. I think he actually stayed, which says a lot about this man, the sugar daddy, the man that didn't stick up for his wife. What does it say? If you're the person that you like, it's safe to say they both are aware of their relationship, right?
Oh, I mean, it's obvious. I mean, she's, like I said, she looks like she just barely graduated high school.
Right.
And this dude looks like he's, an AARP member. And I don't know. Maybe he's on some type of medication. But he's old. We'll just say he's old.
He's old. And what does it say that he's the one that's like he's getting mad watching LeBron James play. And he sees, like, LeBron's, like, it was a close game last night. It was like Lakers were up by 1 barely in the third quarter. I remember even hearing something coming out from the sidelines then.
Yeah.
And then it's just so ironic that like when it happened, the Lakers were close to like an 8-9 point lead. And then that's when everything broke down. And so like I guess LeBron was saying something back to him. And then the girl who was clearly inebriated.
Oh, yeah. She had a couple drinks of her sippy cup wine.
Yeah. She was clearly inebriated. She decided to go, "Don't you talk to my man like that. Don't you talk to my man like that." She went to the defense of the man, and as soon as she's getting kicked out, the guy's just like putting his hat down and going like, "Bye, sweetie. see you in the car. I'll see you later.
You know what this means? It means she's done it more than once. That's what that means. And right away, and she's overcompensating for her gold digging because she's like, I ain't a gold digger. Hold on, grab some gold. Let me wipe my face with this gold napkin off these chicken wings that I just ate that my husband paid for. How dare you call me a gold digger?
So she actually released just about an hour or two ago. She released a statement. Would you guys like to hear?
Oh,
her
Yes,
Please.
please do.
Okay. Excuse me. To say things escalated quickly at yesterday's game is an understatement. And I want to apologize for losing my cool and removing my mask in the heat of the moment. My husband, he's a huge sports fan, and we're passionate people. And let's be real, sports wouldn't be sports without a little trash talking. What should have been a quick back and forth between two adults got out of hand, and my natural instinct to stand up for my man I love kicked in. Did I get defensive when that happened? Yes. Did I use offensive language when I could have taken the higher road? Yes. And for all these things, I take full responsibility.
And to borrow a page out of the Petros and Money show, we got a secret text Oso line, a text from Adam Feuerberg, and he goes, "Courtside Karen is crazy." So thank you, Adam, for chiming in there. He goes, "What a bum." What a bum.
Dude, I just like, once again, just the fact that she even like, LeBron pretty much said that, he even said that in his statement, like, hey, it's just, it was back and forth, we squashed it and that was that. But it's just the fact that she kind of like, we would, in the comedy world, we would consider her a heckler. Oh, she was a heckler.
Absolutely.
So in comedy, a reason why a person heckles is because they think that they're helping, or they either want some attention, or or not enough attention on them.
I don't think she's the type that wants attention too much.
No, those big knockers of hers, not at all.
Them
Or
lips that look kind of plastic.
no, they even dug up an old picture of her from like a couple years ago, and she looks completely different. She looks
really?
like a normal person.
Oh, that's the kind of thing that kind of I feel bad for, where the doxing goes a little too far. I'm like, oh, that's a little too personal. It's so upon her insecurities now.
No, rip them open. I mean, hey, you want to be in the spotlight, right? And that's, I mean, like in comedy, that's what we do. It's backfired a couple times, but on stage. But in this case here, I mean, come on. I mean, yes, trash talk is a part of sports. But I mean, look at the circumstances of what's going on with this just right now, currently, especially with this game. The fact that she was even allowed courtside. Hey, consider that a blessing. You're lucky. Not everybody has that lucky chance to be at a basketball game. So relax and enjoy it.
Not everyone is a gold digging whore.
That too, especially her. Which I did follow her, by the way.
But that's another thing we should probably take into account. It's like I know you're going in that direction. You were like, I saw you going in a different road, which is not everybody has a chance to attend an NBA game in 2021.
No, and it was one of those things where it's like, hey, lady. First off, just the fact that you're there, you're lucky to be there. Like, that's enough. Like, just
because the Hawks just opened back up within the last week or so for the attendance. Like, they opened up for the public, and obviously they're at capacity, but just for them to even start again.
Yeah, and then she takes off her mask. It's like, and then like feet away from LeBron and the basketball players. I'm like, come on, lady, who knows where that mouth's been, or where it's at, or where it was at, or where it was going after. Who knows? But the fact that she did that, it's like, come on. Like, and if they use that as an excuse for her, like, of them escorting it, I'm cool with it. It's like, cool. Just keep the game going.